Hey everyone, this is Phi. Today I am playtesting Delta 5. I believe it's Delta 5 or else Delta V, but that just sounds kind of funny. Delta 5 Rings of Saturn. So this is a part of the Reddit Feedback Friday. Apparently it is a pre-release demo, meaning it's intended to be released soon, so probably not too many changes will be made past this point, and it should be close to done. That being said, I've not seen anything about this game before. I haven't played it. I don't really know anything about it. I did kind of skim over the game page here. It's got some nice music. Maybe a little bit loud. Hopefully you can hear me okay over it. It's not. I wouldn't say it's too loud. Some story stuff. Describes it as realistic, top-down, hard sci-fi space flight experience. Every aspect of gameplay is backed up by real science. And apparently we are going to mine some minerals or something to that effect. So I don't see anything mentioned about controls or anything that would probably be important. That being said, we're going to give this a shot, see if we can give some feedback on whatever we see here. That is quite loud, actually, at this point. I don't know if I'll have to turn that down or not. So I'm just going to look at... Let me get rid of the overlay here. So I haven't seen anything past the screen. I did look at the settings thing here. Demo version of the game and development improvements are inevitable. So this screen is pretty nice in general. I will say that the bloom lighting effect on all this stuff here is a bit much. Kind of overpowers the text a bit, especially like on this new game thing. It looks very blurry, so I would tone that down for sure. That being said, let's look at the settings menu again real quick. We got English full screen. Only thing I didn't hear is turn on full screen so I could record this. But graphics details, master volume, effects volume. Okay, so HUD size is down almost to the bottom. Go ahead and click on New Game. The Rings of Saturn 2273. Interesting. Got some... Ooh. Very interesting graphics. Oh, we got some slow-mo. Okay, my mouse is working here. I don't know if... Oh. Did I do something? I don't know what's happening. Alright, when I click it seems to launch this thruster. Alright, right mouse button seems to... I guess it's kind of selecting a new trajectory or something to that effect. I don't know why it keeps going into what appears to be slow-mo here. In and out. Yeah, this is really quite confusing. So yeah, I didn't really expect to get kind of thrown into this. I kind of thought there might be a little more of a sort of a cinematic animation or something. Now the screen is zooming out. Alright, so it looks like I can WASD a bit. It looks like A and D are controlling the rotation and not the translation, I guess you would say. So why does it keep going into slow-mo? Well, in any case, I don't know if I'll take damage or something if I hit one of these asteroids. It's supposed to be a hard sci-fi sim, so that would seem to be something you would want to avoid. Doppler LiDAR. Autopilot. Oh, I guess I just shot. Okay, you can shoot the asteroid things. Why am I going this? Oh, I guess the lasers or whatever we're shooting have a lot of kickback on them. Alright. So these are apparently the controls up here, what they're mapped to. Spacebar or left mouse button is a mass driver. Got thruster, lots of thrusters. Shift is this big ol' engine here. T. T or Alt is life support. that like a toggle or something? It's not doing anything. Pressing Alt. About T. Oh, this was... I think this was showing up. Wait, what? Okay. Why am I turning around? Is it just because I drifted out that it kind of did that automatically? I don't really understand. Looks like I'm at somewhere else. Oh gosh. Thank you for playing the demo. Okay. See, I'm gonna guess... That was really confusing, but I'm going to guess that because I just drifted out away from whatever it was, that it just automatically took me away. I am thinking back now that it mentioned on the game page that it was supposed to be kind of a mining game, so maybe that's kind of the idea. You go into the rings and you like mine stuff and then you leave. Unfortunately, it seems to be frozen here. I did... Oh. Alright. So we got Godot Engine Editor has stopped working. I think this is an error I've seen a lot in these Godot Engine games, where it seems like whenever you try and quit it, it just kind of crashes out instead of quitting normally, so I'm gonna guess it's just something with the engine. It's not really the developer's fault, probably. We're gonna go ahead and launch this game again here. Let's get that hooked in here. There it goes. All right. So yeah, this is all pretty confusing. I think it's probably obvious to say that it'd be nice to have some direction given to you as a player. Alright, so this time we're gonna just kind of go this way. It is zooming out again. So I'm gonna guess that that's gonna like mess me up if I hit that. It's pretty hard to... There's so much inertia that you can't really make very quick decisions, it seems. I don't know how much... I mean, I don't know what my abilities here very well, so it's hard for me to say what is and isn't possible in terms of maneuvering and such at this point. I do have this giant engine on the back, whatever. It might be nice if it was a little more obvious what the front of your ship was. I imagine after playing for a little while, you just kind of get used to that. I don't know if these are gonna... Oh, it looks like we maybe took some damage up here. But yeah, it definitely seems like, unless you're really crawling... Oh, it's because there's so much inertia compared to how much thrust you have. It seems like you have to be, like, very... Probably have to go, like, really slow to avoid all these asteroids and stuff, I would imagine. Because it seems like once you pick up any speed, you just don't have the option to make any kind of quick maneuvering anymore. I think, what was it, the space bar for the... Or shift keys for the big engine. No, that didn't work. Visual feed. Cargo hold. Wonder why the space left is fluctuating. Oh, I hit that with the engine and there was kind of a big particle effect, so for a moment I thought it blew up, but it was still there. So I don't remember the last time I played a game where you kind of control your rotation with A and D like that, so it's takes a little getting used to. Okay, so I'm looking at the bottom right. It looks like we have, this appears to be a diagram of our thrusters, and it has this little, looks like a nuclear reactor or some sort, but it kind of, this little meter goes down when we use the thrusters. And And there's also another kind of in the background here. I don't know if that's like total fuel. So it's a little battery, I guess that's another thing entirely, maybe? Fortunately, I wasn't I wasn't watching the screen while I'm looking down here, so I just run into some random asteroid. And so far I've not seen anything except these asteroids. Well, there's a bigger one. So I'm not sure... Oh, enter is an excavator, or I guess that's middle mouse button. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm guessing that's what that is. So that's how we're gonna get something. Nope, that was the wrong button. That was the wrong button. I was gonna, in my head, I was gonna shoot the mass driver thing here to kind of counteract my forward trajectory, but I couldn't remember which key it was, so I did the exact opposite and hit the big engine and just ran into that thing. Looks like my nuclear reactor is taking some damage here. That's not great. So what? Can we excavate something like this, or is it like smaller things? I have no idea how it works. So it does look like the rocks are getting bigger. Also looks like one of my one of my thrusters is maybe off kilter here, so it's kind of interesting. Whoa. That's a big one. So yeah, I'm not sure how... Ooh, looks like this dust stuff in the background, the lighting on it was kind of weird. It like went dark for a moment and then got brighter again. Quite suddenly. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm supposed to use the excavator on here. Gosh. See, part of the hard part of this is that you have to, if you want to slow down, there's not just like a specific direction that you can press. You have to actually, first you have to rotate into the correct orientation, and then you have to press whatever thrusters will push you in that direction. So it's like two different things that kind of compound how long it takes for you to correct your orientation or slow down or anything like that. So it does take a lot of time. That was wholly unsuccessful. Yeah, apparently I hit the reactor. Presumably that would be indicating that the reactor is right in the butt here, so that's kind of what I guess that's what I just kind of... Oh gosh. That's pretty awful. Well, the rocks are definitely getting bigger, but I don't know. Oh, I'm just gonna... The music is getting different. So yeah, it definitely seems like you really have to go like extremely slow. Oh, there's a shadow being cast. That's actually really sweet. It was a really subtle effect, but the giant asteroid was casting a shadow there. Oh no. Poof. Well, that's not good. Alright, can I restart? Alright, took a while to kind of do anything. Excuse me, so it'd be nice if there was a restart button instead of just exit. Excuse me again. Nonetheless, we're going to jump into this again real quick. I'm not sure if I'm going to see anything different this time. But let's go ahead and relaunch the game. There it goes. All right. Okay, so again, a bit confusing. I don't know what the goal is going into this, aside from the idea that we're apparently supposed to mine something. We have this little excavator thing, and I don't know what to use this on. Additionally, so far I've not seen anything except rocks. Like, you got the little space, not really space dust, but the small rocks, and then you have the kind of the bigger ones that actually hurt you, and then these just get bigger and bigger. So there's not really a lot to look at so far. I don't know if there's more to be found deeper in, but it does seem very kind of monotonous in that way. Again, I don't know if I meant to use the excavator on any of these rock things. It didn't seem to do anything when I attempted that before, except just run into them and take damage or whatever. So the other idea is maybe these little ones would be excavated, but I don't know. Jeez, barely avoid this tiny little rock. I don't feel like I'm even going very fast. It's definitely very difficult to avoid damage all the time. Oh, what in the heck? Well, we've got company then. I guess this is just someone else. Well, they just ate that asteroid. I'm hoping they don't hit me with their little rocket booster thing. Just kind of curious what they might be doing out here. So yeah, I guess you do have to be very kind of on top of things with regards to just constantly modifying your trajectory to dodge anything that's coming. Well, at least we're going horizontal, we're not going like vertical where there's less screen space. But, oh crap. Ah, see, that stinks. Oh, now I'm going towards these. Wait, which button is which? Jeez, I'm heck. The reactor is already dying. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. And yeah, it kind of stinks when you like turn your butt towards something to try and use your thrusters, and then like your butt ends up being what gets hit, and then it just kills the reactor. It's kind of unfortunate. Would kind of expect that might move you more than it does. I'm going too fast here, oh my gosh. Oh, and I can't stop rotating. You rotate so fast too. I'm trying to slow down. Oh gosh. Well, we did slow down at the expense of the reactor almost dying. Oh, and it's probably gonna... Is this the actual temp? Oh, okay, so apparently using the thrusters actually cools the reactor. So that's something. Yeah, when I'm looking at the HUD, unfortunately, I can't focus on what's going on in the middle. See, I don't know what how to use the LiDAR here or anything. kind of interesting. I guess it's trying to show me more like dedicating more screen space to the direction I'm going here. And yeah, so it seems like the zooming effect is dependent on how your velocity, which is kind of a nice touch. Even so, it doesn't accommodate for, or I mean, it doesn't make up for the fact that if you're going fast, you're probably going to run into something. Because, you know, just seeing it isn't necessarily enough. Well, in any case, space left. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I knew what I would be excavating out here. Unless it's like... Oh, that didn't work. Alright. Right now I actually kind of wish it wouldn't zoom in this much. This might actually be too much. I wanted to see if I could like... I really didn't think this was going to do anything, but... Yeah, that doesn't seem to do it. Nice lighting effects there, but... yeah, I didn't expect that to work, but I didn't have really any other ideas as to how to use the excavator, so I figured it was worth a shot. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just fly into that rock then, shall we? So do we have basically... Trying to get an idea of what... Oh shoot. Stop spinning. Trying to get an idea of what this big engine, like what resource is being used by it or something, or if it's just you. I do think that this is trying to denote some kind of fuel or whatever, but it doesn't go down very fast. So yeah, everything is dead. My thrusters are all screwed up at this point, but I don't know what else to do besides just kind of keep going to the right. Calculating return trajectory. Why? Okay. So the reason for that is also not clear to me. I would guess that maybe that was just a timer for the demo or something was slapped on here, so that after you played it for X amount of time without dying or something, it just automatically did that or something to that effect. I don't know, but so yeah, that was interesting for sure. I definitely didn't know what I was doing, and I found the controls in general, maneuvering felt very unforgiving, which I understand is likely intentional, but it's also kind of like, I don't know, it's a bit frustrating because you even if you see like the threat of an incoming asteroid or whatever, it often feels like you can't actually get out of the way in time, even if you see it quite early and you're you know, doing whatever you can to avoid it. So that's a bit unfortunate, but it does feel cool in this simulation sense. And the graphics are really quite nice, despite being you know, not very many different things to look at. It's mostly just space rocks, but definitely some nice touches there with the lighting and everything for sure. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, sorry, I don't know what I was supposed to be excavating or anything like that, so unfortunately I couldn't quite figure that out. But nonetheless, hopefully there was some useful information in this video for you. And if you have any questions, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video.